Thanks, Ryan. Hopefully everybody can see the screen. Give me a shout if not. Appreciate you having us here today and excited to be part of the Franchise Supplier Network. My name is Josh Allen. As Ryan mentioned, I'm the Vice President of Marketing at Location3, certified franchise executive. I'm not a certain NFL quarterback, so Matt will have to talk about name, image, and likeness here, maybe in Vegas in a few short weeks. A little bit about Location3. You know, we've been around since 1999 and really focused on guiding our partners on the path to what we call digital transformation. We're fortunate to work with about 60 franchisors, more than 50,000 locations and franchise owners. We really focus on strategic consultation and growth planning at the brand level, technology integration to kind of help our partners break down barriers between the different components of their own MarTech stack and identify gaps in MarTech that are preventing them to achieve the business growth that they seek. And then long-term, really thoughtful when it comes to innovation and future-proofing, whether that's new media, new marketing opportunities, new technology that's really not only going to move the needle for the brand, but for the business owners themselves. We've been part of the International Franchise Association as members for more than 15 years. Alongside myself, we have a number of CFEs on staff. We're actually one of only 3% of partners globally with Google that's earned the Premier Partner Badge based on our work and our performance on behalf of our clients. We're one of 8 providers of Apple Maps bulk data from a location data management perspective. But more importantly, I think over the last 12 months, we're most proud of taking home the top overall prize for Franchise Innovation Awards on behalf of the work that we did for programmatic CTV and display with our partners Wild Birds Unlimited. So if you need a bird feeder, go to WBU, they're the best. Before I talk a little bit more about our own technology and value prop, the future of marketing, right? Why we're here today. And some of this has been touched on already. In a simple sense, the future of marketing is increasingly digital, localized, and personalized. I don't think that's going to be mind-blowing to anyone on this call. Digital media spend continues, although the growth has slowed overall from kind of the hockey stick we've seen as of late. It's still continuing to take a larger percentage of those total ad budgets. CTV, which I know was touched on earlier here today, and OTT. Recently, I think in Q3 of last year, streaming overtook cable television for the first time, which is a pretty monumental leap in marketing and advertising. This is only going to continue to grow. Further down the line, when we look at data, really, we can make a lot of inferences about individual touch points as marketers, whether that's demographic data, behavioral data, things that we can garner from basic Google Analytics, if you will, right? Customers and consumers are becoming more savvy. I don't think that's any secret. There's a lot of conversation around Gen Z and the tools that they use, but I think we're looking at, more importantly, in the marketing and advertising that they respond to, how they're responding to the campaigns that are presented on behalf of your business owners or your brand as a whole. They understand gimmicky advertising, they understand gimmicky marketing, and there's a lot of data that currently lives in silos that doesn't really speak to that long-term customer journey and what consumers value as more and more consumers start to align with brands and franchises that represent the values that they hold. So I think this is going to continue to evolve. We're very bullish on data optimization and measurement optimization as you look at the complete customer journey and building full funnel media strategies that reach those folks at each of those touch points, because it's only going to become more complex. Adding another wrinkle to that is consumer privacy. A lot of conversation around first-party data. Many organizations, as this study from Google, which was released during a co-branded summit we were able to host with them last quarter, 90% say that first-party data is very important in digital marketing, but the reality is that only 30% of brands are actually collecting this information, and less than 1% are actually using it when it comes to marketing and advertising to their target audiences. This is going to continue to be a robust topic. Third-party cookies, while dates and timelines shift, are ultimately going to go away. I think this is, if it's not top of mind, for any franchise or any brand marketer, for that matter, it should be, and it should be starting today. And then last but not least, or I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. To that end, when we talk about first-party data and that customer journey, marketing attribution is a concept that's been talked about for several years now. We see very much as we go forward a renewed emphasis. Some conversation here today was talked about kind of the lukewarm economic environment. What this ultimately means is, I think, for partners like us, marketers in general, there's going to be a renewed focus on accountability and ROI and performance in marketing, and a renewed focus on attribution, how those campaigns, how those marketing initiatives are actually truly impacting the customer journey and turning folks from potential consumers into would-be customers. So marketing attribution is something that I think we have a lot of focus on as we go forward. And beyond that, from a general philosophy standpoint, I think outsmarting the competition versus outspending the competition is where brands are going to have success this year and franchises are going to have success this year. Having a mindset that's really around testing, learning, optimizing, and continuing to repeat that process, and more importantly, dedicating marketing budget to do so, is going to separate those brands who do well versus those who maybe pull back during the current economy. Those who tend to kind of stay the course while setting aside some budget to test, I think are going to fare better, and we expect to see that as we go forward. I talked a little bit about Location3. For those franchisors and franchisees that really seek a technology-driven solution to scale local marketing and advertising for their franchisees, our platform, Local Act, allows that. So really based on a solid foundation of location data management with seamless APIs through Google My Business, Meta, Apple Maps, as I mentioned. Built upon that are really a robust development of a local media mix model for search, social, video, display, all of those channels, as I mentioned, that can create that full funnel media mix, even at the franchisee level. Built on top of some robust machine learning, leveraging AI, particularly when it comes to budget. I'm stumbling here. Budget and bid management, so that really you're getting the most out of your dollars at the end of the day, whether you're the brand as a whole or franchise owners. From there, outside of the API integrations with our location data platform, local search engine optimization really powered by technology to drive that organic presence for each and every single franchisee and franchise footprint in the marketplace. From a media perspective, whether we're talking upper funnel media like digital video, programmatic display, as well as lower funnel media like search that's going to drive those higher intent purchases, Local Act allows us to really scale that and centralize it for the brand and make those dollars go that much further for the franchise owner and connecting with the customers that they seek and turning them into customers for their businesses. At the end of the day, it's all about performance and transparency in data. So having that information at your fingertips, whether you are the franchisor or the franchisee, is something that we've built into Local Act. And last but not least as well, it's backed by our local advisors. We understand that marketing is only one component to running a successful franchise. Our advisors are there to be that sounding board for franchise owners, to provide a lot of education and to ultimately make sure that marketing is working for the franchisee so that they can really focus on running all the other aspects of the business that are required to make them successful. So at a high level, whether we're talking search, social, display, local SEO, location data management, all of this is rolled up into Local Act and really makes us kind of that unique partner to be that premier solution for franchises with that focus on driving awareness, customer growth, and revenue growth. Would love to speak live with anyone who's going to be at the convention. Booth 829 for Location3, booth 831 for Local Act. We will be there. We're looking forward to Vegas. Expect it to be a big event this year. And that's, I think, all I have for today. Thanks, Ryan.